So, as an artist these days, it's kind of almost impossible to make a living online without some level of a following, but there are more and more ways emerging these days that allow people to just remain faceless, not have to keep up with having a presence online while still being able to make money. So before I get too far into this video, I'm going to share one way that you can do that with the sponsor of today's video, BookBolt. So for those of you who haven't seen my previous video, I made another video last year about how to make money as an artist with no followers via making a project planner as one example in that one. But today I wanted to talk more about making coloring books because that's something that I noticed as an artist myself lately that has been becoming more and more of a thing that people are purchasing, not just for children, but adults as well, because with mental health becoming more of a thing to take care of these days, coloring can be a pretty therapeutic exercise that people do. Even for me, sometimes when I find myself coloring, I think that it's still more therapeutic than tasks that do require more brain power. So the reason why I think BookBolt is a great option for artists, though, is because BookBolt is a low-content book creation software, meaning that all you have to do is really design the cover and maybe some of the insides designs, but it's not like you have to write a whole book or write a whole graphic novel. If anything, with a coloring book, all you have to do is maybe just include art that you've made before without the colors filled in. So just imagine all of the books that you see in like a stationery store or something. What I notice a lot of people do these days is that they will make a book with a software like BookBolt, which then you can upload on a platform like Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, where you don't have to worry about your stock or inventory for the books. It's just a print-on-demand service, so you just upload your file and anyone who wants to buy your book, it will just get printed there and shipped to them, so you don't have to worry about that part and you just get paid your share for selling that book. So today I'm going to teach you how to make a coloring book with BookBolt, so feel free to follow along with me. So one of the most powerful tools on BookBolt that makes that difference between being someone with a presence online versus just selling without a following online is the cloud tool. The cloud tool is basically a tool that allows you to see all of the types of books that are currently selling well, including their monthly sales data. So if you don't have access to these kinds of insights, this research can be extremely helpful in finding out what would work versus what wouldn't work. Whereas if you had a following as an artist, usually the brunt of your work is just throwing spaghetti on the wall and seeing what sticks with your own work, which could sometimes lead to like a waste of time. Versus if you're just here to just get results, sometimes just seeing what will do well and imitating that might just be a more straightforward option. The only thing about it is that you just don't develop like a face for yourself online, assuming that that's something you don't care about. You still can though, but that's just not what we're discussing in today's video. So for coloring books, there are a lot of options such as stress relief coloring books, intricate patterns, or even themed books like animals, fantasy, motivational designs. So I know a lot of adults these days are looking for relaxation and mindfulness activities. So doing this research can help you find a balance between what's already selling well and what aligns with your own artistic style. So the great thing about BookBolt, once again, is that they have their own studio online where you can set up your book's cover and interior pages. And of course, since y'all are artists, I'm sure you know what it takes to make a outstanding cover. But for the inside pages, if you're someone trying to look for a more economical route, if you already have a bunch of line art that fits within a certain theme that you think people might find appealing, all you have to do is just slap your line art inside the book. Other options are you can just create your own customized drawings or illustrations and just not color them in, because that's what you're selling the book for anyway, to get colored. So once you've designed the cover and interior, you can finalize the book layout in BookBolt Studio with a 8.5 by 11, but it really depends what you're going for. So after finishing the interior pages, you'll want to do a final review using BookBolt's preview feature. This ensures that everything is aligned and looks good before publishing. So once you're happy with your book, you're going to want to download the PDF files and head over to Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. And if you don't have an account, you'll have to create one. But all you have to do is just upload your files, choose a book title, write a compelling description, and select relevant keywords and categories and set your price. So once you upload your book, it can take around 72 hours for Amazon to approve approve and publish it. But after that, anyone can purchase your book. But if you're still worried about how to get some of your first few sales without a social media presence, because let's be real, there's still a lot of tactics involved to just do this well, assuming that you look through the cloud and compared and contrasted what is doing well and what's not. First is you might want to optimize your listing with strong keywords. This ensures that people looking for your coloring book can also find yours, and if you don't know what keywords to use, look at what's doing well and try to replicate that. So then lastly, websites like Reddit, Facebook groups, or art communities often have people looking for creative books or people sharing projects that they made, and that's a way to get people who are more within your niche to also engage with your work, where you want some eyeballs on it, but you don't need the amount that a big following would. So this is just one way of making money as an artist without followers, is utilizing the power of probably a lot of art you already made, but making a coloring book out of it. On Bookbold, they have the newbie and pro subscription plans, and once you start making sales, the tool pretty much pays for itself. You can get 20% off using my code MEWTRIPLED through the link in the description box below, and you can do this from anywhere in the world, so don't be afraid to get started. Anyway, thank you to Bookbold for sponsoring this video, so if you want more ideas on how to make money as an artist, check out these other videos, and I'll see you all in the next one.